Very good evening from Finland to everybody, and warmly welcome into our Ask project and the meditation upon preparation for the reappearance of the Christ. This is meditation which Master DK has been given for us, and he was asking this to be done on Thursdays, and today is Thursday. So we will start by reading from the book The Reappearance of the Christ, and the chapter 4, the work of the Christ today and in the future. Let me see what page this is. Um, it's somewhere. I have lost this page. Is somewhere into this prints. 60, I think. So. 62. Okay. And we started again the chapter 4 last time, and now we continue. The work and the teaching of the Christ will be hard for the Christian world to accept, though easier of assimilation in the East. Nevertheless, some hard blow or some difficult presentation of the truth is badly needed. If the Christian world is to be awakened, and if Christian people are to recognize their place within the worldwide divine revelation, and see Christ as representing all the faiths and taking his rightful place as world teacher, we can imagine why this will be a difficult task for many of the very strict religious minds. So he is the world teacher and not a Christian teacher. Very good to recognize this. He himself told us that he had other folds, and to them he has meant as much as he has meant to the Orthodox Christian. They may not call him Christ, but they have their own name for him, and follow him as truly and faithfully as their Western brethren. And this is interesting question in that sense that when we study the world religions and the movements, everywhere on this planet, people are waiting for him, someone to appear, someone divine to come down and direct humanity, or whatever group is in question. They think that whomever that one is who is coming down, that avatar, will be for them. But this is the truth, the divine truth, that the Christ, the second aspect of a divinity, the avatar of love, is being who is going to be for every single being, sentient being. So let us look for a moment at these erroneous interpretations given to the gospel story. The symbolism of that gospel story, an ancient story presentation often presented down the ages prior to the coming of the Christ in Palestine, has been twisted and distorted by theologians until the crystalline purity of the early teaching and the unique simplicity of the Christ have disappeared in a travesty of errors and in a mummery of ritual, money, and human ambitions. Christ is pictured today as having been born in an unnatural manner, as having taught and preached for 3 years, and then as having been crucified and eventually resurrected, leaving humanity, in order to sit on the right hand of God in austere and distant pomp. Likewise, all the other approaches to God by any other people at any time and in any country are regarded by the Orthodox Christian as wrong approaches. as being practiced by so-called heathen and as requiring Christian interference. Every possible effort has been made to force Orthodox Christianity on those who accept the inspiration and the teachings of the Buddha, or of others who have been responsible for preserving the divine continuity of revelation. The emphasis has been, as all well know, upon the blood sacrifice of the Christ upon the cross, and upon a salvation dependent upon the recognition and acceptance of that sacrifice. The viscerous at-one-ment has been substituted for the reliance with Christ himself enjoined as to place upon our own divinity. The Church of Christ has made itself famous and futile, as the World War proved, for its narrow creed, its wrong emphasis, its clerical pomp, its spurious authority, its material riches, and its presentation of a dead Christ. His resurrection is accepted, but the major appeal of the churches has been upon his death. Um, I think that nowadays, if I'm thinking about the churches in Finland, we are a Christian country, um, but I have been seeing, like when you think about the altar paintings and so forth, I think that nowadays there is maturity of expressing about the resurrection of the Christ. I think that there is at this time, Tibetan was writing this on last century. So, but this time I think that many churches are somewhat tired of the old and are needing fresh air to come in, and that's why this resurrection idea has been becoming, at least here, um, more to be emphasized. So Christ has been for 2000 years a silent, passive figure, hidden behind a multitude of words written by a multitude of men, commentators, and preachers. The Church has pointed us to the dying Christ upon the cross, and not the living, working, active, present Christ, who has been with us in bodily presence according to his promise for 20 centuries. Let us therefore endeavor to get a truer picture of Christ's activities and life, and consequently of our future hope. Beautiful words. So maybe we all align with that beautiful idea of the future hope. Christ for us is holding the hope for the future, for whole humanity. There has to come again the Vishnu aspect, which is descending and incarnating into flesh, and who is bringing the lost, disappeared disciples and the folks and the flock of sheep back to the great guiding hand of God. And in that work we all are. So let us now start our meditation. And we have alignment. Breathe. Breathe white light. The light of the soul. After achieving alignment, the inner poise, see each of your co-disciples in the light of the soul. Focus on your own triangle or triangles. Visualize the flow of love and goodwill passing between the members of your triangle or triangles and through this group. Stage 1. Achieve your intended personality quietness and then formulate clearly to yourself in your own words the answers to the following questions. 1. As a member of the new group of world servers, what is your specific fixed intention at this moment of a dedicated contact with your soul? 2. Is your concentrated and expressed personality purpose in line with hierarchical intention as far as you are permitted to know it? 3. Question yourself, have I, in my own personal daily life, earned the right because of definite effort and not so much because of success, to stand with those servers who are now undertaking the work of preparation? Stage 2. Having answered these 3 questions in the light of the soul, then say with emphasis, forgetting the things which lie behind, I will strive towards my higher spiritual possibilities. I dedicate myself anew to the service of the coming one, and will do all I can to prepare men's minds and hearts for that event. I have no other life intention. The stage 3. Visualize the world situation as best you can and in terms of your major world interest, and with what knowledge of world affairs you may possess. See the mass of men everywhere glowing with a dim light. And then, here and there, points of brighter light, where members of the new group of world servers and men of spiritual intention and of loving hearts are working for their fellow men. Recognize the quality of that group. Now visualize through the creative imagination the vivid light of the hierarchy. And see it streaming towards humanity, and slowly merging with the light which is already in humanity. And now say the first stanza of the great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. Now ponder upon the reappearance of the Christ. Realize that no matter by what name he may be called in the many world religions, he is still the same great identity. Reflect and speculate upon the possible results of his appearance. meditate upon what has to be reached on earth before he can come. When a measure of peace, when the principle of sharing, when churches and political groups have begun to clean house, then he can and he will come. Then the kingdom of God will be publicly recognized and will no longer be a thing of dreams and of wishful thinking and orthodox hope. Let us now say the second stanza. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. Endeavor to concentrate now your fixed intention to serve and to spread love in your surroundings. It demands will to love. Radiate this intention to serve and to spread love. Recognize how the group is in inner work and is radiating so strongly needed love. Realize that insofar as we can do these things, we are attempting to blend our personal will with the divine will. Let us say the third stanza of the great invocation. From the center, where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. Practical plans. Consider now practically what you could do in the coming week to further the preparations for the coming of the Christ. Let us all remember that we are part of group of working forerunners who are called at this time to act and to do our part in the plan. In the presence of the angel, let us make a definite plan for the coming week and determine how we will help in the preparations, and write down your plan. Let us have 3 minutes of silence. Let us now respond to the vibrations of the Christ. Let us commit ourselves in His name. Let us say, we have gathered in your name, Lord Maitreya, be with us. Let us welcome His presence. For the coming week, let us hold our consciousness with Him and learn to work with the living Christ. And now closing Om. Let us now sound the Om 3 times, dedicating the threefold personality to the work of preparation. Thank you, dearest friends. Thank you for your participation and for your presence. And tomorrow we will have the meditation of dissipating clamor. And hopefully in the future we will have also our study group. But at the moment we apologize. We have a little bit reduced our program because there are so many things what has to be now organized anew, and that kind of maintenance work as well. Thank you for having your kind understanding. So now lots of love from Finland, and we are preparing night here, and those who have morning, so good morning to you, whatever time zone it is. Let us work and stand with the Christ. And lots of love. Thank you.
is it as